What's up, y'all? It's the Macism with another WWE live stream. And what can I say? I got banned on my alt account. I got banned on my alt account. And noticed, holy shit, they banned me on this account as well. And it's like, wow. You would think with the new game, coming around the corner this March, that the mods have bailed on their duties. Is like, no, the mods are going strong. Either that or somebody reported my stuff got posted. So I either got snitched on. I can't check. I don't have a third account that I can come on that I could check. Oh, if I had if I go on my PS4 Sling games. So you don't need to have a PSN to upload and download wrestlers or to play my faction. You just can't play the game online. You just can't play matches with other people. But yeah, man, so I did upload like maybe 6 or 7 wrestlers on this account and about 2 arenas. And so I do own up to, rules. It's like, even though these wrestling games are T for teen, like back in the 80s, a PG, you can get away with a lot with a PG-13 rating back in the 80s and 90s. So a T for teen is supposed to be basically probably a 14 and lower, rating. So you can have minor cuss words, you can say ass, bitch, and shit. You can have violence, like you can have some degree of brutal violence, but you can't have bloody gore violence. You can have some brief nudity, like you'll have maybe 1 or 2 scenes of a bare butt or some bare breasts, but you ain't seeing no dinglings or no vag. You can have girls in sexy outfits, some lingerie, some bikinis. And so they even have bikinis underwear options in this game. And so, but their whole thing is, since the base female models are very doll-like, except for their faces, they're very doll-like. They'll show some cleavage, but they don't emphasize the cleavage. So when you start to do and make characters that emphasize certain parts, then they want to hit you violating the terms of service. I didn't upload any nude wrestlers or anything. I just uploaded my wrestlers. Like I said, I got where is she? I got my Captain Donna B. And yeah. She's basically in a very lots of skin showing bikini, you could say, as a wrestling outfit. But because, people have made certain textures and renders that can emphasize certain female body parts, that violates the terms of service. In 2K's eyes, they can't have it. I wish I had an Elgato to show like gameplay of the old SmackDown versus Raw games on the PS2 up to the PS3 era before 2K took it over. And I was worried about when 2K would take it over, how a lot of especially with female characters, a lot of customization and stuff would change, they would take out. And I was absolutely right to be worried about that, because they did. It's like they took away the body sliders. And it's like it was kind of cool with they did have you to where you can combine different body types to create different body models. They did keep the jiggle physics up until 2K20, Then they got rid of it in 2K20, 2K19, but they got rid of it in 2K20. And so now they give you these sliders. They broke the engine, the Creation Suite engine, so now they couldn't do that anymore because it clipped through all their clothing and stuff that they added to the game. You know, they try to build a game engine on top of a broken game engine, and it wasn't working. And so so they give you, you know, these body types, and it's like that's what you're left with. But these body types were something when you like in 2K19 you would combine them, you can have some slight morphing, not a lot. But back in the freaking the good old days, the SmackDown versus Raw games, they let you go ham with the body sliders. Sure, you can make your female wrestler just one big boob. They didn't give you much to work with in terms of booties. I would say the new models give you a lot more ass, but that's because over, I think, since around the 2014s, 2013s, you know, a lot of people started embracing being fat. You know, you call a fat person fat, it's body shaming. So you have women going around glorifying the fact they were fat. And so, you know, and then thick came in, so people were appreciative of girls who were just small, tiny waist, hella wide hips, big ass, thick thighs. And then you saw you seeing fat women get that surgery, that sonar, so they get rid of all the fat along their belly and their waist, but they kept it in their arms and their legs and their ass and their titties and on their face. So it was like they weren't naturally thick, they were fat, but they just had surgery to get rid of the fat. And they had the rise of BBLs where girls would inflate their asses and shit and inflate their waists. But yeah, crazy times we're living in. But all in all, 2K24, this is my rant, and for me, a way to just vent and shit on this game. The one thing, I'm going to go on the top probably 5 or something reasons why this game sucks compared to 2K23. One, and I'm sure most people who bought this game would agree with me on. The soundtrack to this game is ass. The soundtrack in this game is probably the most horrible soundtrack for a wrestling game I have ever heard in my life. I am being brutally honest. It's like you had the most weirdest ass backwards. I don't know if he's a pop star, but he's a musician. What's his name? Post Malone. He's a fucking weirdo. Got like 50 tattoos on his fucking face. You have him curate a soundtrack, right? So you have like a weird kind of country song called About a Motorcycle. You have some weird, like, I don't know what to call it. You have all these weird tracks on this soundtrack. There's only like maybe 3 tracks I can tolerate on this whole soundtrack. The rest of the soundtrack is just straight up garbage. It's like Busta Rhymes got a track on here. That's probably like the best track on here. Everything else is like, what the fuck? It's like I forgot to whatchamajigget, put the wrestling soundtracks on here, the wrestling intros, well, entrance songs. That's sad when the wrestler entrances songs are better than the curated soundtrack. It's like you would have to be like a hella like WWE mark to want to have the fucking wrestler like entrance songs as your music and you menus and whatever. But the soundtrack is so bad, it forces you into choosing in-game wrestler fucking theme songs to be your background menu music. That is how bad the soundtrack is to this game. I spoke to buddies who bought this game, and that's the first thing they noticed once they powered the game up was like, this soundtrack is ass. They're like, this soundtrack sucks. And it was like people know that Post Malone has a name, but he haven't been like a name in the music industry. I think he had like maybe a hit, that one with Ozzy Osbourne, which was on last year's game. No, isn't it this year's game? No, it was in last year's game. I think that's why they had him curate the soundtrack, because he had that Ozzy Osbourne collab song he did in last year's game. And so they were like, yeah, we're going to have you do this year's game since a lot of people like that song you did. And he was like, all right, cool. He was probably smoking a joint or was strung out of his mind when he picked the songs for this damn soundtrack. Or he just wanted to help some of his buddies, some of his indie artist buddies, and then he got some weird old ass country track that don't make no sense in terms of a wrestling game. It's like me, I like all types of music. I can appreciate all types of music. It's like I like some of the older wrestling games, like early 2000s, was mostly like rock songs with maybe two or three hip hop songs. It was mostly like hard rock and stuff like that. But this soundtrack is weird as fuck. Like this track playing right now have some weird anime voice chick just saying the same shit over again. It's weird. It's weirdest soundtrack of all time. Right now, I'm trying to pick some music tracks that I can play for my background menus. Even Trish Stratus, whack ass song. It's catchy, but the rapping in her song sucks. It sounded like they had Foxy Brown do the rapping. I don't know who did the rapping on Trish Stratus. Yeah, time to rock and roll. But yeah, so yeah, had to switch things up. Another reason this game sucks, I can't go online to show you, is like I said before, the reason I got banned is the creation suite online when you go to community creations is heavily moderated. I mean, heavily moderated. Now, granted, 2K warned us that they were going to be cracking down back in, I think, the late lifespan of 2K22, and they were cracking down in 2K22. They did crack down to the point where it's like near the game's life, they said fuck it, they gave up on it, they stopped cracking down. And then I think when the servers got shut down, if you go on to Media Creations, look at women wrestlers, especially they're sexy, like nothing but nude, naked chicks. And then 2K23, in terms if you go to images, was pretty bad. There was quite a bit of nasty images on there in the late of its lifespan. But what they're really cracking down on is terms of service stuff. But your shit has to be reported. And then at the same time, the mods do a sweep. They'll do a sweep, like I think once every 2 to 3 months. They'll come into the servers and they'll go to community creations and they'll do a sweep. And I think I either got caught in a sweep or somebody snitched. One of the two. Um, because they did send a message that it came to their attention that I posted something inappropriate. So either somebody snitched or it was just their annual sweep. But it could have been a combination of both. Who knows? So there's no fun to be had on community creations. It's like I check every day. There's nothing good to download, nothing good at all unless you're coming to the game and you're a WWE mark. You can just type in what's the status and some handful of other dudes and get every wrestler ever because they do good creations. But if you're just looking for new and original, like, call creations, it's trying to find that shit in a needle in a haystack. So community creation kind of sucks. The online play on this game is almost non-existent. It's hard to get matches. I tried. Believe me, I tried. I tried to get into some matches. I tried to join some matches with my buddy. We'll have an entrance, and then once the match start, it's lagtastic, and then the game will just freeze. It'll just freeze, and then we'll either have to quit the match or we'll get booted out into the lobby. It's hard to get a match. The servers are ass. This game, wrestling games need rollback netcode. 2K is just going to have to get somebody to do some rollback netcode just to have these games functional online. That's all to it. Especially when you're trying to do multi-man Royal Rumbles, multi-man or 8-man, whatever. You're gonna need some rollback netcode because the higher resolution frames per second, it's going to be harder to get all that data uploaded to run smoothly onto a server. So we know they're using shitty ass servers. That's a fact. 2K24 was a prime example of it. 2K23 was bad. It was bad. But at least it was playable. If you had at least a 2 bar, if you had 2 bars on your Wi Fi, you could at least play a match and finish it. Yeah, it's going to be a lag fest. There's going to be some lag. But at least you can have a match. But 2K24, worst servers ever. Everybody will tell you the servers are bad. Everybody. I feel bad for the guys who just buy this game to play online because there is no online play to be had unless they're all hardwired to their internet. Um, what's my other issue with this game? My other issue is universe mode is pretty much broken. It's boring. It's probably the most lifeless universe mode ever. It's like you have to basically set up all your storylines yourself. Now, granted, I think they were just lazy, and I know they started doing this as far back as WWE, I think 2K14 with their universe mode, where you could trigger, your cutscenes if you follow a specific path. But you would have to basically win a match, lose a match, win a match, lose a match, and actually work a storyline in order to get your cutscenes from 2K14 all the way up to 2K19. You had to actually, you couldn't just run through the computer and win all your matches and expect, cutscenes. No, you had to follow the storyline. If you're in a rivalry, a specific rivalry where it was a sign of disrespect, they disrespected you. Okay, you beat them, and then they'll have it. Okay, so you beat them that week. They'll have a run in on you, and they'll have you, get beat up before your next match. So that'll happen. You'll get a cutscene, and so you wrestle your match. And so if you decide to lose that match against the person, who you were booked against after you got beat up, you lose, and then you'll come up and then you'll do, a run in on the person who you're rivalry with in the next match, and then you have to continue along that path up into a pay per view, and then once you do the pay per view, then you go for the final win, and then that will finish that storyline. So you couldn't just from 2K14 to 2K19, you actually have to follow story paths. You couldn't just win everything and expect to see cutscenes. No, you have to actually act out the storyline. So you would have to lose matches on purpose to go along with the storyline. It's like most people didn't figure it out. I figured it out where you had to go that kind of route in order to get your cutscenes because from 2K14, I think up to 2K17, they had that. And basically, that would be the way for you to unlock, storylines that you could set up and things like that. Especially if you wanted to watch matches. Like if you want to run a simulated EFED, it was perfect for simulated EFEDs. Especially after you unlock all the storylines. You had to unlock them by actually going through the motions of getting all the cutscenes. But universe mode in this game, nah. It's so lifeless, it's so boring. It's like you can win out. The only challenge you get is like multi-man title defenses. If you have a rivalry and you're trying to win a championship, some lighter matches, some money in the bank, some stuff like that, where there is a chance you will lose, a pretty high chance on legendary difficulty. In multi-man matches, you're going to lose. That's the only excitement you'll get. But one-on-one matches, yeah, you may have a bad day with your reversal button. It'll cost you a match. Or the computer will cheat and dodge every attack and grapple you do and do some unreversible shit that will cost you the match. But outside of that, universe mode is just boring. It's so boring. It's like I want to run an EFED on it, but even the match creator doesn't work the way it should. It worked okay in 2K23, except, the tag team entrances were bugged and you couldn't have no tag team rivalries. If you started a tag team rivalry in 2K23, it was only between one member of opposing tag teams, not the whole tag team themselves. So it's like, 2K24, it's like they put a lot of fluff in this game. One of the good things is the fact that throwing weapons just for hilarious, just to throw shit at wrestlers, but it's highly accurate, which is even more funny. I like the inclusion of crowd signs. They put in a special referee match and other shit, but it was just fluff. There was nothing added to the core of the game. They changed the lighting. The lighting is a bit darker compared to 2K23. And then you got your typical roster upgrade and more moves, which is always nice in a wrestling game.
I know she's early in her WWE.
Oh, am I in a rivalry? Oh, that's right.
I don't think she's here to say.
All right, I get to beat her up before she enters the ring.
You're supposed to prepare for something like this. Got to keep your head on a swivel at all times, Cole.
Get your ass in the ring.
Trying to get them to bring it to the ring.
Graphically, the game is pretty. I will say this, that over the past couple of days, when editing my wrestler, this is the PS5 version, that I've had the game crash on me. And it wasn't crashing on me. Probably my first, few months of playing on the PS5, it really crashed on me. But I noticed when dealing with certain parts and certain things like that, but yeah, the same issue as on the PS4 version, it will crash in the Creator Wrestler. Even on the PS5 version, it crashes.
Which a more experienced opponent can easily use to their advantage. That move had the amount of force akin to a natural disaster. Pancaked by the splash.
I remember in 2K22 that Bianca Belair had some spammable moves that did high damage. So whenever you went online, if you saw people picking Bianca Belair, you were going to get cheesed to death. You were going to get cheesed. Oh, the ref got hit too. Why was I taunting? Did I even push the taunt button? Oh no, that was just the match starting. Okay. So the match has officially started. Batista ball. It's like I'm so happy that when I did get this game for the PS5, it was only $20 because it was like a whole Black Friday thing. So this game, and I know the PS4 version was $20. So when I got it for the PS5, it wasn't a huge, clip on the wallet.
Put into the corner now. Full head of speed.
Gotcha. It's funny because if you trade in, if you try to buy 2K23, I think it's still almost a $25 game, $30 game for 2K23. But you can get this game brand new, I think, for $29.99. Some people can try to sell it for $39. I remember one time I went back up to $39, but not many people were buying it. Oh my God! Okay. Bianca.
There's bad timing, and then there's whatever you want to call that.
Into a standing moonsault. Squaring off.
I think another thing about this game that sucks is they still kept some of the body clipping and move glitches that were in 2K23 are still in this game as well, which is kind of crazy.
Saw that one coming. Look at this kicking combination. Bianca wobbling, looks vulnerable.
Let me get this move off. That move is so devastating. I see people, they don't kick out even when their head's in the orange. But Bianca, all the female wrestlers are like on crack in this game. All the in-game wrestlers have a buff. If you put your calls, even if you have highly rated calls, and you go up against even like a 77 like simulated match, to like a simulated computer match, even the freaking in-game 77 wrestlers will beat your rated 100 calls. On occasion, not all the time, but on occasion. You would think my wrestlers waxed out. They should not be losing at all. But no, that's not the case. Hey, what's up, Meet the Ghost? Welcome to me roasting this game. It's like I got banned on this account. So both my accounts I'm banned, so I can't upload wrestlers, can't download wrestlers. I can't play my faction.
Oh dear, this is disrespectful. This is just gross.
I'm surprised you're up this late. 11:57 over here. Yep, banned again. I owned up. I own up to the fact of my bans because I unload female wrestlers that violate the terms of service. Just because, you know, they show too much skin and emphasize certain body parts.
She throws her back in.
Somebody will get up on their feelings, or they'll just say, "Fuck it." You guys are watching Glow? What was it? Are you watching that show that was on Netflix, or is the actual Glow promotion?
Waistlock applied, but their opponent from the opposition.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
Stalking a downed opponent. Here it comes.
He said both.
As the opponent
knock your ass out, Bianca. Damn. Oh my gosh, she kicked out of that? That's some bullshit. Bullshit.
Still has something left in the tank. The best shot was thrown, but it couldn't put this match away.
Unless she gonna fuck it up.
She kicks out with force. She is showing us something special here tonight.
Leave ass fucking thing.
How do these women have anything left?
Get your ass up, you get knocked out. Oh, season 3.
Will she take advantage? Shoulders down. She wins! She wins!
Of course I would. Playing the freaking game. Cheater.
Let's take another look at these wonderful women in action.
Gotta play my girl Donna B. Ugh. It's funny, I like my version of Donna B better in 2K23.
Here is your winner.
That's because she had that hair glitch, that multiple hair glitch. Just like her hair better. Oh, season 3 of Glow. You should have Mana play the wrestling game. Have Mana create her own little e-fed of female wrestlers. Female 80s looking wrestlers. Call it Mana's Wrestling Hour. Yeah, so the first thing I roasted this game about was a shitty-ass soundtrack. Second thing I roasted this game about was its shitty-ass internet. I roasted on the fact that the community creations online is heavily moderated. So unless you're like a true wrestling mark, if you're not, you're gonna hate community creations. But if you're into like actual wrestlers and real life stuff, then you're gonna love it. So I can no longer spend money on my faction. Thank God I never spend money on this mode. I just play the free stuff and unlock free cards or whatever. But oh man, if you spent money on this mode and got banned, you would be pissed. Because you just gave the ass free money going into my faction. I'm surprised I'm surprised you never did GM mode in the game. I'm surprised you never streamed my GM. He said they want them anime Marvel models. It's funny because that Marvel Rivals game, the people who did the character designs for that and developed this from China. And China, I don't know, they've been trying to copy anime forever. China is just taking everything from every country, doing knockoffs of it, but now they're doing high quality knockoffs of other people's products. It's like their video game industry, they're actually producing decent video games, and actually good video games like Black Myth Wukong. Um, they've been actually doing like I don't know, they've been chipping in doing work for Japan in terms of anime. Um, Making social media apps like TikTok and other shit. Oh, you got rid of it to put Baldur's Gate 3. See, that ought to tell you how bad 2K24 was. That my buddy Meek the Ghost here, deleted WWE 2K24 off his hard drive just to put Baldur's Gate 3 back on it. Put Baldur's Gate 3 back on his system. You might have to get yourself like a little SSD like I did, so I have some extra space. Added an extra 2 gigabytes to this PS5. They only give you like 600 gigabytes to work with when you buy it. Before I went to work today, it was like the biggest upset. I had Big Booty Nikki. Big Booty Nikki here. She was wrestling against, what's her name? Blair Davenport. Sadly, it's like, I think there's only like, you cannot play games off an external hard drive on the PS5. You can store them, but you can't play them off an external hard drive for the PS5. You have to get internal. I had to actually take off the cover of my PS5. They have like a little thing to insert like a SSD into the PS5, and that's what I had to get. I had to take off the faceplate and actually unscrew some shit and screw some shit in to get that extra storage space. Yeah, Blair Davenport beat the shit out of Big Booty Nikki. So Big Booty Nikki wants to have salty run back. Look at that. Big Booty Nikki's an 88. Blair Davenport's a 74. Oh my God, yeah, when Yakuza Pirates come out. Yeah. Yeah, just get yourself, I think, which one? Do I still have the package? Or did I throw it away? I had the package of the freaking, the SSD 2 terabyte. You can get one at GameStop. Just make sure it has a heat sink. And it doesn't take much to install it. It's just my console didn't have the screw to screw the micro SD in, so my cousin had to buy me a little screw. And then you have to make sure you put it in right.
The tension building for this
Come on,
match is
Nikki.
so thick
Better
you can
win
cut
this
it
match,
tonight.
girl.
A lot of drama involved with this one.
Use the power of that ass to beat Blair Davenport. I swear to God, if I couldn't create wrestlers in these wrestling games, I probably would never have bought them, to be honest. I didn't get into wrestling games until like SmackDown versus Raw 2009 was the game that got me. Like hot female characters with humongous boobs. I was sold. I was sold. Been buying wrestling games ever since. Even some older wrestling games. I can see why like my younger cousins and stuff were into it when they were kids. But for y'all coming in, you were about to watch a salty run back between Blair Davenport and Big Booty Nikki.
Yeah, she says she's cold, collected, and coming to dominate.
You want to go through Infinite Wealth again? Dude, how many hours did you put in that game? I remember, did you do like 2 playthroughs? I remember your first playthrough. It seemed like you were playing that game over a span of a month. In there, I don't know if you beat it. I know you started another playthrough. But man, that first playthrough of Infinite Wealth, you were like streaming like every day for like 4 to 6 hours for like a month. I was like, man, he haven't beat this game yet.
Davenport, a very sinister mind and amazing in-ring skills. Now, Michael,
I think you put in like 300 plus hours in Infinite Wealth.
Who stands across from her. Well,
Got your money's worth, so I ain't mad at you. I don't know, Blair Davenport, when she was younger, oh, she was hot. Don't get me wrong, she's still a pretty good-looking woman, but she's showing her age. But back when she debuted it, like back in the early, I think around the early 2010s, like Davenport, ooh, she was sexy. Yeah, you got all the trophies. 2 full playthroughs, man. That's dedication right there.
And she's going to keep that in mind here. But we have to turn our attention to Blair Davenport.
Come on, Big Booty Nikki. You can't lose to Blair Davenport.
She's not just here to take over the women's division. She wants to strike fear in the heart of anyone foolish enough to challenge.
I'm not playing, y'all. This is a simulated match. This is computer versus computer. Oh, what you got? Oh, knee to the face.
In my opinion, all of this just makes her the scourge of the women's division.
Drop them legs. Yeah, that's it, man. That whole game, when it looked, just watching your live streams, like you playing the game, just made the game seem like work. It's like I got Infinite Wealth for the PS4, and I think I only went through like the first hour. It was like an introduction to the character and stuff like that. I haven't touched it since. I do plan on going back. I haven't even beat the first game. I think I put in like 30 or 40 hours in the first game, Like a Dragon, and I didn't beat that one yet.
Setting up for something here.
Yeah, I think I did play NES Pro Wrestling. That game was fun. But you only got like maybe what? How many characters in that game? 5 or 6 wrestlers, and then everybody picked Starman, Starman or the Amazon. That game was a classic, though, OG classic. But like I said, I wasn't into wrestling. I wasn't into wrestling, even though I know a lot of people were during the '80s. So you know, yeah, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Macho Man, Randy Savage. You know, people in the hood had WrestleMania parties, and I would go to a friend's house during their WrestleMania party. So I did see some of the match between, I think, who was it? Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan. I seen Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior face Zeus one time. So I seen some shit, but I wasn't into it. I didn't get into wrestling like till around 2008. When I started watching it on TV, following storylines. So I got into it late, end of Ruthless Aggression, into the PG era, and then into the WWE Universe era. Uh-oh, Big Booty Nikki's popping off right now. Oh, she finally saw Zeus fight. It's funny because they have Zeus as a DLC character for 2K23.
She was clearly waiting for that. Oh, man.
Which was pretty cool. It's funny because in this game, I think you get Muhammad Ali. They put Muhammad Ali in this game. Not maybe it's in last year's games. I forget. I don't know. I don't think he was DLC. He was on the disc. You just had to unlock him in this game.
Snap suplex. She's starting to drag a little bit. And this match is not over yet.
Oh my God, Big Booty Nikki is pissed. I think he was at some WrestleMania. So they just had him as a Hall of Fame member, sort of like, I think, who else is I think they made Donald Trump a Hall of Fame member. They made Donald Trump. Quite a few other Hollywood actors are Hall of Fame, WWE Hall of Fame members. So yeah, it's WWE, man. It's sports entertainment. And this was under, McMahon. Don't let Davenport come back on you, man. Yeah, that's true. Come on, Nikki. Whoop that ass.
This is going to be devastating.
Oh, she got her leg locked.
Scratching, doing whatever it takes. She will not let this match end.
Punched her all up in the head. Oh, don't let Davenport get started.
She did her homework there. DDTs. Can she do it here?
I don't know. I think with Tyson, they actually had like a 3-week or a month-long storyline, though, that culminated with the WrestleMania appearance. Because I think he was a part of the, was he part of DX? I don't know. It's like, I learned a lot of stuff from the games. Uh-oh. Don't stop. Get it. Big Nuki's shaking the booty. Oh, no. Don't let the live stream die. Don't let the live stream die. Right when Big Booty Nikki was getting her dance, then the YouTube video gets all crazy. Yeah, they got all these teasers. You're going to have all these teasers. They're going to announce this shit. It's like the only thing that keeps me interested in 2K25 is the fact they're bringing intergender matches. Hopefully, it doesn't come with a stipulation where they just making a match type. If they were just making a match type, that would suck. If they're going to do intergender, they should just make it to where you can just do any match at any time between male and female wrestlers. Oh, she made her tap, but it was outside the ring. That's not going to count.
I don't know if she cares. Boom, head first. Setting foot in the ring now.
Yeah, mine just kills the stream. I don't even get a warning. I just make sure that I'm watching like YouTube on my laptop. Because I'll have that thing where it's like my stream will end, but I'll say on my, my PS5 that I'm still streaming. Even on my PS4, I'll still say I'm still streaming, and then I'll go on YouTube, and my stream is over.
And with the ref's count, this match has ended. It would have been great to see a pinfall.
Big Booty Nikki gets her salty run back win. I'm so proud of you, Big Booty Nikki. Good job, girl. You got that win. It's all about tattoos, pretty eyes, and thick thighs. I think this one got me banned. I think this arena that I uploaded, where somebody do a drawing of Rogue from X-Men Evolution with a fat ass, and then I found this illustration of some, like, I don't know, some kind of maybe OnlyFans chick dressed up in a sexy goth outfit. I think somebody saw this and we're like, oh my God, that's inappropriate. Probably what got me banned. I'm going to have Bombshell Bunny face Angelina Black. it's like, I don't know. I'm sure, like, yeah, that's a lot of ass, man. That is a lot of ass on the road, man.
She's in a
Whoever
fighting
drew
mood
that
tonight.
did a good job. I don't know. That was a thing during the 2010s, though. Like late 2010s, was just big ass white women. Like big ass white women took over the internet, took over the porn industry, took over Instagram, took over social media
Take a look at
with
the
big
talent and
ass white women.
competition here. You can see exactly why the
Just
WWE
took over
Universe
the
is so
internet
amped up for
during the
this one.
2010s. But yeah, I'm sure. I hope they don't half-ass. If it's intergender, make it all intergender. It's like, because what's the status just made them look so bad. He made them look bad. I'm starting to think that when he did that, they were so embarrassed that he pulled that off, where he modded the female wrestlers to mess with the real wrestlers and not have any visual like glitches or shit like that happen. And they weren't able to do it. And I think they probably said, "Look, man, help us do what you did, and we'll put intergender matches in the game." It's like they banned them, and then they went viral on Twitter, so they unbanned them, and they were like, "Okay, don't ever do that again. But hey, show us how you did that shit, and we'll put it in next year's game."
Social media has been buzzing since this match was announced, and I think the competitors plan on delivering on that hype.
Girl Angelina got the boobies all out. Oh my god, I didn't take the glasses off her face? I forgot why I even put glasses on her. Didn't even make any sense.
One of the best competitors around, ready to show her skills.
Wow, I'm getting all the messages pop up hella late on my TV. I don't know. A lot of people are speculating about like an island. Ugh. I guess like a little sort of like a version of NBA 2K My City, but it's going to be like an island or some shit. I don't know. I can't speculate until I see what they do, because I am so jaded in speculation too much.
And that is not where she wants to be.
Did my stream die? Did my stream die?
Right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Because I see Miki posted, "Oh no." Oh, my stream is going okay for now. Oh yeah, froze for. Yeah, I saw it freeze for a few seconds. Dang, all your messages you posted in the chat on YouTube are showing up hella late on my TV right now. Oh, Bombshell Bunny is going ham on Angelina Black right now.
Just completely off target there. Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible. They drop back.
Oh, she dropped the knee on the back of her head.
Just deadlifting right there. The power.
Alabama slam.
No other way to say it, guys. That looked like it hurt a lot.
Oh, she threw her face into the ring apron.
Some damage. And back into the ring she goes.
She is adding insult to injury, and I love it.
Oh, what a close
Yeah,
line.
2K24. Oh, you think if you do the manager mode again, it'll run a lot smoother and I can tell you what I want in real time?
That's creative.
Well, it's like, I don't know, my Wi-Fi has been off and on, like, for the past month, well, the past few weeks. It's been pretty choppy, pretty bad. I can only really live stream, like, late around this time at night. Like, during the day, like, peak hours is between, like, 3 3-10 when everybody's on the freaking internet?
Capped off with a knee to the spine.
Yeah, actually you could, because we can use our mics on the thing. Yeah, you can actually tell me through the mic, tell me what you want to do in real time, yeah.
Stops the count before a 2. Fighting hard to stay.
Yeah, a buddy might ask me, he was like, oh, if you plan on getting 2K25, you will trade in 2K24? I would say it depends. It depends on how big of an upgrade is 2K25 is over this game. I know it's just going to be like a better version of this game, but hopefully they'll pay more time into the actual, I guess, graphics and glitches and stuff like that, better universe mode, but I don't know, they keep adding shit to the game. I wouldn't be shocked if they removed, I don't think we're going to have a showcase. Some people are saying we're going to have a showcase mode, but I don't know if we're going to have a showcase mode this year. I think we're going to have, I think they're going to have that whole little island thing, but I think it's going to be tied to My Rise. It's going to be like its own self-contained like career mode. So I'm sure they're tired of doing My Rise storylines because, like I said, when I was playing through some of My Rise in my last live stream, I was like complaining about how corny some of the and stupid some of the stories were. How some of the storylines had no purpose, just for you to unlock shit and just to add longevity to the mode.
Kicks to the lower back.
So if they do something like NBA 2K, which I'm doing familiar, I paid 2K21. That's the only one where I did it. They'll have you go through this whole storyline, right? And then you'll finish the storyline aspects of My Career, and then it's all about you playing your career. So there's no more storylines, you know, no drama, just you going to games, practicing, bettering your player, and, you know, finishing the rest of your career in the NBA. If they could do something like that, which was how the old career modes were between, I think, what, 2018 to, yeah, I think 2K17 to 2K19 were like that, where you create a male wrestler, you build them up in a row, you have your storylines, but then the storylines would end, and then you would just go through your career. And it was almost like universe mode, but it was like in a separate mode. It was like just set in career. Man, these two are going back and forth. This match is they're kind of even right now. But Bombshell Bunny, she's going off. Bombshell Bunny got that speed advantage. Oh, kick to the face. Angelina with the headbutts. Oh, will she get her finisher? No finishers have been done yet. No. There was an attempt at a finisher, just got countered. Oh. Bombshell's going for it. Going for the knee. Oh. Bicycle knee strike. 1, 2. Kick out. You want the bunny to win? The bunny to beat Angelina Black. Oh. Moves out the way. Angelina got 2 finisher stocks though.
And she gets put into a bad spot there. We're getting into
That's it, Bombshell. Oh. Oh no.
And a palpable sense of fear has almost instantly.
Angelina Black used her demonic powers to materialize behind Bombshell Bunny. She's going to try to make Bombshell tap with the iron claw.
Look at this. She releases the hold.
Bunny wouldn't tap. Uh-oh, she's going for the spear. Going for the spear. This might be a wrap. Oh!
But can they turn that into a win?
She speared the bunny. 2. 3, Angelina Black wins the match. Very entertaining, hard-hitting match with no replays. Even though I turned the replays on, they won't do replays in simulated matches. Only when you play matches as a player will they do replays. That's another reason why this game sucks. I know everybody was tripping, like, oh, like if you have on makeup or a mask on, a painted mask, over the course of the match, you can see the mask come off their face. I don't want that to happen with my wrestlers. I wish there was a way you could turn that shit off. Well, I know a way to stop it. Basically, apply a mask that's a tattoo and not as face paint. Because if you put it on as a tattoo, then it won't come off their face. All right, let's do another match here. Actually, let's do something real stupid. I don't think I got any custom matches though. There's another paycheck goes to the corner. Well, you know, Bombshell, you know, she's kind of a badass, man. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to take her out. We're going to have my girl, Mai Shibata, and Diana Dynamite tag team together. Who should they go up against? I'll go up against Dirty Sanchez. Dirty Sanchez. Should I have him go Wildcat? And Wildcat Rodriguez. There we go. It sucks because I got quite a few downloads on my wrestlers. I was appreciating the love I was getting from people who loved my sexy, perverted creations of female wrestlers. I had a fan following on PS4.
The following contest is a tag team match.
But now my account's constantly getting banned.
Tokyo, Japan.
The WWE Universe already reaching a fever pitch.
Ooh, the glowing eyes in the darkness.
Seconds away from a highly anticipated match.
I really do like this arena. Whoever modded this arena did a really good job. It really does like sort of like a combination of a studio house show. Yeah, I'll probably end up, I don't know. I only kept a few wrestling games, like Here Comes the Pain, got Shut Your Mouth for the PS2, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Only kept those for the PS2, for the PS3. What wrestling games do I got? I think I got SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. I got SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, which was like the best wrestling game for weapons physics. In terms of weapons and what you can do in terms of spots with weapons in that game, they still haven't matched in modern day games. WWE 13, just for the fact that somebody did have a mod where you could have women wrestle men, and I have my own like little simulated EFED in there. WWE 2K14, why? It was just fun to play. And as far as PS4, 2K18, 2K19, 2K20, 2K22 as a digital download, 2K23, 2K24. Those are the ones I got. I didn't get 2K15. Actually, I did have it on PS3, 16, and 2K17, but I traded those in like years ago. but I know people. I get into debates with people. They be like, "What do you feel is the best wrestling game of all time?" I said, I don't know. For me personally, I would say the perfect wrestling game would be if they combine SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 graphics and character creator with Here Comes the Pain gameplay and career mode. That would be, for me, the perfect wrestling game. Because Here Comes the Pain was just balls to the wall fun. And that career mode was so good. You could do anything in that career mode. And the storylines were ridiculous, but the game is old as shit, but it has a lot of charm. The graphics still kind of hold up to this day. Here Comes the Pain. I know a lot of people be on No Mercy's nuts, but I never owned. Well, I did own a Nintendo 64, but I gave it to a sister. I only had it for a week, and all I did was play Mario Kart. And I gave it to my sister, but I felt the graphics on the N64 were ass. So No Mercy to me just looked like ass. I have played it. I do have a N64 like emulator on my Xbox, my modded Xbox. And I played No Mercy for a good month or so just to get used to it, and don't like it. It's clunky. It's like what you can do to it's pretty good. The moves and stuff is pretty good. But the character models, the blockiness, the stiffness of the movement, nah. It's like you would have to be if you had a Nintendo 64 and that was the only wrestling games you were playing. I can understand, that is your childhood. That is you and your friends, your homies beating the shit out of each other. But for me, I don't have a childhood nostalgia for wrestling games. Didn't start playing these games until I was in my 30s, so I don't have that childhood nostalgia. It's like I played them when I was older, an adult, and it's like I can see why people like No Mercy, but I myself don't care. It's like, I'm more of a graphics whore. It's like if I have a game with good graphics but with competent gameplay, I'll enjoy that more than an ass ugly game with great gameplay. Granted, I would have to say the only wrestling game that changed my mind in terms of gameplay over graphics is the Fire Pro Wrestling games. Because Fire Pro Wrestling World, oh my god. You get all that. You get all the creationist freedom. You can create your own wrestlers, your arenas, your belts. You can do death matches. You can even program the AI of your wrestlers to the T, so they will wrestle how you want them to wrestle. So it was like, yeah, Fire Pro Wrestling World. It's like graphically, it looked like a game that came out on the Dreamcast, but gameplay-wise and options. Really good wrestling game.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team action is now underway.
The tag team match is a classic staple of this business. It's the ultimate test of
this tag team match can go either way. I just put random teams together so they don't have no tag team loyalty. They don't have no tag team finishers.
Reversal after reversal, proving they did their homework. Look at this.
So WWF WrestleMania arcade game, the one that played like Mortal Kombat. Is that the one you're talking about? Or it was like a fighting game with wrestling moves?
Now tagging her in. Catches the leg. Oh, elbow to the knee.
Yeah. I remember those at the arcade. It was weird at the time. It was like,
Persistent barrage.
Showing absolutely no.
I never played those games. I never played those type of wrestling games. I seen them a lot because, like I said, during like the late 90s, mid to late 90s, even though arcades were slowly dying, but its peak was like between, like arcades reached its pinnacle and then in its decline between like, I'll say 91 to like 96. Well, here in California, I can't speak for other areas, especially when you lived in the Bay Area. We still had pizza places. We had Chuck E. Cheese's. We had movie theaters. You know, we still had Malibu and Redwood City before they got rid of it. Malibu Grand Prix. That you can go to places and find some good arcade machines. And then we have some golf lands.
Look at this.
So yeah, between like 91 and 96 was like Pinnacle Arcade. Well, I think 92, well, Street Fighter 2 revitalized the arcade scene. Yeah, Street Fighter 2 revitalized it. But you can go anywhere and find an arcade cabinet, like random restaurants, 7-Elevens. Like, you can still find random arcade cabinets. Not anymore. I think you can go to a round table, a couple of pizza places will have like 2 arcade cabinets. I know our movie theater got a few, but they're more like those kind of mobile games that's hooked up to an arcade cabinet. But yeah, during the 90s, you had like, well, like late 80s to early 90s, man, you had the TMNT, like, beat 'em up games. You know, yeah, Street Fighter 2, you had, what was that? What was the game that I love that everybody shits on now was Pit Fighters. You select, like, Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. I think you select the white dude and this other dude, like a wrestler guy, and you fight in this pit. You fight in this crowd of people with weapons, and the game was busted, but I enjoyed the hell out of Pit Fighters. It was made to eat your quarters, and shoot, I would drop $20 on that game by itself. I think I spent $40 on X-Men, Children of the Atom, when that came out the arcades. I dropped like $30 on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, playing that game at the arcades one time. Yeah, the guy in yellow, yeah, Bruce Leroy. That's what I call him.
Look at this. Oh, and a backbreaker. Right to the spine.
Yeah, Pit Fighters is like, yeah, people give it shit now, but back then, man, that game was fun as hell. I don't know if you remember the arcade game called Narc, where you play like a weird cop who's wearing like a motorcycle helmet, and you're going around shooting up drug dealers in very violent ways and collecting their drugs for evidence. They would show like drug needles at you and shit. Oh man, arcade games. It's like I had a buddy that used to live around here. He doesn't live here anymore, but he had a garage with some arcade cabinets. He was like a low-key collector. He wasn't getting crazy with it. I think he had a total of like 30 arcade cabinets. But they were just games that he loved, like, you know, when he was like teenage years. Teenage and young adults, so he bought arcade version cabinets of them. I remember at the Great Mall in Milpitas, they had an arcade. Dang, I forgot what the name of it was. And that's where I first played like Tekken 3. They had some other games, like I was telling me like a while back in one of my live streams, we were talking about rival schools, aka Project Justice. It was like, because Capcom USA was located not too far from San Jose, and they would use that arcade as a test market to test arcade games. There's like Namco would test some of their games there, Namco USA, Capcom, Namco, and I think Team Ninja. Because a lot of people don't believe that there was an arcade version of the first Dead or Alive game. I was like, yeah, there was not too many cabinets here in the States, but there were 2 locations in Milpitas that had Dead or Alive 1 on the arcade cabinet. Oh, that had to hurt. She just tossed her on her face. Just. Man, my Shibata. Oh, she keep missing that kick. Oh, that was a nice little move. Wildcat Suzuki is trying to win this match on her own. Yep, the say no to drugs, the anti-drug messages. Yep, that was quite a lot of those. Narc was like the one that was really popular with it. Like saying no to drugs messaging. It was like, yep, Surgeon General, all that stuff, messaging in our games. Because remember, America was during the drug war, the war on drugs. Oh, they took down the ref.
Set up for a second time.
Oh, what happened? She tried to go for the finisher again and missed. Oh, she missed the Kinshasa. She missed the kick. This might be a wrap. My Shibata's getting her ass kicked. He said, but they were completely cool with your character in half with the buzzsaw blowing up with dynamite if he didn't add another coin. I know, right? Wow. Wildcat just cleared that match off by herself. She beat the hell out of Mai Shibata. It was looking bad for him at first, but then Wildcat brought the team back. Got the win. Wildcat and Dirty Sanchez. That's a pretty cool tag team. They might be tag team champions someday. I think what's cool is that Capcom is releasing all their like 90 classic fighting games in collections now, which is cool. Only thing that sucks is their arcade ports. And for me, I played most of these games on console. So there's like quite a few modes and unlockables that missing that only was on console. What's going on here? Let's see. I wonder what that Cammy one looks like. Let's see what Cammy. I downloaded some people's like random creations that I haven't used. Oh my god, that's a crappy Halloween Havoc NXT arena. What's the original one? Did I unlock the original Halloween Havoc? It was my Spanish game play. Nobody lets you play at all. Damn. Oh, I gotta purchase that in a pack. There it is. Get that Halloween Havoc arena. Get that WC Nitro arena. I don't know. I don't think I was spoiled as a kid. It's like, but when I got spoiled, they spoiled me rotten. It was like, I remember the first time I got an NES. I was like, whoa, I got a regular Nintendo. Like me and my cousin got at the same time. I was at his house on Christmas Eve. So I got to play Contra. We were just playing Contra all fucking night. It's like, we didn't care about Duck Hunt or Super Mario Brothers. It was Contra. We played Contra. We beat it like twice that night. And then went home later that night, woke up the next morning, got my own NES. But the only game I had was, what did I have? I had Mario Brothers with Duck Hunt. And since my family knew, like my dad and my mom knew I was like a big X-Men fan, they got me that shitty X-Men game for the NES. It was fun watching your grandma play Sonic, though. I was older because we're only into playing football games. Yep, man, especially if they got Tecmo Bowl. Dude, I remember when we got Tecmo Bowl, my cousin got it. Oh my god, we played the hell out of Tecmo Bowl. See, that's how it was like when we grew up, man. It was like we would go to our friend's house and play on their systems. it was like, what was it? Our neighborhood, there wasn't too many kids in my neighborhood. Oh, they played 10-yard fight. Oh, no, not 10-yard fight. Nah, my hood, it was like NES, Super NES, and then we had, I don't know, some kids were still playing on the NES, even though I had a Super NES. But then my homeboy across the street, he had a Sega Genesis. And then my cousin, he had a Sega Genesis. Because, this was during the time of like early console wars when Sega had that whole Sega does what Nintendo don't ad going on, their whole marketing campaign. And so a lot of people got a Sega Genesis just based on that ad campaign. Just to be different. They're like, oh, we're going to play Sonic. He's more edgier. We can play Altered Beast and Golden Axe and Streets of Rage. And I would have to say it was successful. I do enjoy some Genesis games. I got some Genesis collections. Feel the power, Nintendo power. I remember that. I would go up against Zero Buster Akane. The ring waifu, Zero Buster Akane, versus a Cammy cosplayer named Sweetie Fox. Who's going to win? Oh, I didn't pick her Cammy outfit. I guess this might be a streamer or somebody that somebody created that I downloaded. Is it Amaranth? Kind of looks like Amaranth.
Fully expected to deliver on that promise.
I don't know, man. This, like I said, these games are weird. It's like, even though the person could have like shitty ratings, if they have a good moveset and other intangibles, they can take out higher rated wrestlers. I've seen it so many times when I simulate these matches. Take this match without breaking a sweat, but
all these superstars come into this match incredibly hungry to prove their dominance. I can't wait to see what unfolds.
I can see on my laptop that the live stream is still going. I know it starts to fade in and out. Can Zero Buster Akane get this win?
A woman
it's like she got me.
She plans on even more excitement tonight.
What was it? When I uploaded her in 2K24. I think she's the creator wrestler that got me banned. Sweetie probably was trying to kill the stream. It's like you can't have stars over no nipples. These female wrestlers are not anatomically correct. They have no nipples, but just to imply by putting stars over them is too much for the terms of service for 2K.
She has made big waves since landing here.
She's made it rough waters for all the other superstars in the women's division. Rocking the boat could lead you to capsizing, though.
Certainly a dangerous game she's been playing, ruffling the feathers of anyone that crosses her path.
Sweetie's going to be enhancement talent.
A woman who's been more than willing to go the extra mile. I'm talking about a woman who we've seen push her own limits time and time again.
Damage to the shoulder is definitely going to hamper your ability to fight.
Oh, could this be a squash?
Shoulders are down. She breaks the count quick.
She just shocked everyone in the ring.
Turnbuckle's the only thing keeping her upright.
I used to hate that in 2K18. You would get like a random squash match. Like every 10 like exhibition matches, like 3 of them will be squash matches where the computer will just beat the hell out of the opponent. And the match will be over in like a minute, 2 minutes. It was kind of cool. but it also kind of sucked.
And she kicks out at 2.
She is still fighting, still keeping this going. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. Ross Belle faced the rating #1 heel.
Looking good doing it.
But I noticed you have a squash more often if you had like a high-rated wrestler wrestling against a wrestler who was like 20 points lower in terms of rating.
Going for broke and
Oh, I told you, sweetie. There it goes. Dang, she did hella damage. Sweetie did hella damage with just that move. I think she probably did a signature or finisher. That's why.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Big forearm. Placed into the corner.
oh man.
Oh, nice. That was a nice little setup.
Sometimes you just
Nice little combo to the corner, to the apron, Hurricanrana.
And responds with a counter of their own.
Oh, Akani's trying to end this match right now. Oh, she didn't do it? She didn't do her finisher?
Focused attack on the
Oh, come on, Akane. Do not play with your food. Don't play with your food.
She turns it right around with a counter.
She could have ended it right there in the corner.
Go behind.
So I know in these games, like ever since 2K14, they added like comeback AI, where it's like if a wrestler is in the orange, like their body damage, they will wrestle harder. They will reverse a lot more to get back into the match.
Playing possum. Whoa, playing possum. She kicks out with force. What does she have to do to put her away?
Oh, that running clothesline almost took her head off. Come on, Akane, you need to finish off right here. Oh, she's going for it. She's going for the Zeroplex.
Setting them up. It's about to get worse. Watch this.
Oh, the Zeroplex should finish it.
Oh, my God. And down we go.
Oh.
Superplex. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Is it enough? The cover. 2.
Ooh. Yep. Got the win. It was a squash match,
Here is your winner.
but she let Sweetie Fox get a little offense in.
Buster Okane.
big effort tonight.
A well-earned victory here tonight.
This really felt like it was about more than just winning. This was about making a statement, putting everyone in the division on notice.
And that statement was they're here to win.
Toastbuster from the top rope. I think this is the only wrestler that my buddy Sandra downloaded that I created in this year's game and last year's game. She just likes Zero Buster Akane. She's like, "Oh my God, you made a real life anime wrestler." It's like, yeah, I had to have like a anime themed wrestler, Zero Buster Akane. Let's see. Netflix Night Arena. Let's see what this looks like. You know what? We're going to do another Zero Buster Akane match. Should I have her wrestle against? I don't have as many creative wrestlers in this game as I do. You know what? That's one thing they need to do. Like, since we got all these mics and whatever, let us record our own audio that we can put in the game. I would love it to where it's like, or they can have a list of moves or a list of words that we can combine with like some weird, like some default voices. So we can give our characters some voices so they can say their moves before they do them. Or they can announce it, like when you do it, announcers were mentioning it. Because I know when creative moves where they had like a list of moves you can call like your creative finisher. And they would say the move. You know, I don't know if Creative Move would be good to come back because that would take a lot of balancing, which they never do in these wrestling games. I'm putting her, yeah, I'm putting Zero Buster Akane against Glorious. The funny thing about Zero Buster Akane, she plays down to competition who's lower rated than her, but when it comes to like wrestlers higher rated than her, she wrestles a lot better. I think because I gave her in her personality, I made her perseverant. So it's like the more she gets beats up, the more Zero Buster gets beat up, the better she wrestles. Zero Buster Akane versus Gorgeous Gloria. The battle of the bust sizes. Who has the bigger boobies?
The following contest is scheduled for
Will the ring waifu come out on top?
Kyoto, Japan. The irresistible force, Zero Buster Akane.
Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait.
No, Gorgeous Gloria, not Gorgeous George. Gorgeous Gloria, the great granddaughter of
The most anticipated
Gorgeous
matches we've
George.
had in quite some time. And this woman is the reason why.
Zero Buster Akane is Sexy Libre's top idol. She leads in all merchandise sales. She is very well loved in Mexico, Japan, and the United States. She's also known as the Queen of Culture.
Here we
The
go.
Queen of
She
Culture,
is
the wing
ready.
waifu, Zero Buster Akane
And from Miami,
versus
Florida,
Gorgeous Gloria. As you can see,
We're looking at some of the most
Gorgeous
intense
Gloria
competitors
is a
in all
big
of
girl
WWE.
in more ways
One of the
than
most
one.
anticipated
She
matches
likes to work
ever.
out, but she's also pretty well stacked there. Gorgeous Gloria, she gives off a lot of mommy vibes. And yes, she does have an OnlyFans where she just put men in headlocks and suffocate them with her boobs. Suffocate men with her boobs and her thighs. Oh man, what anime am I watching this season? I don't even know the name of them, but let's see, what's one am I watching this season? I know there's this one about this guy who reincarnated as a cat, and that was very ichi. I haven't watched an episode of it yet. I downloaded a couple episodes, but there's this one called Sakamoto Days. That one's on Netflix about this guy who used to be like a gang hitman. He's like the best hitman on the planet. But he gave up that life so he can get married to the love of his life. He ended up getting fat and looking old and running a convenience store. That one's pretty good. There's this one about this guy who was like a part of a group of Power Rangers. He called like the Red Ranger. And he gets isekai to another realm where there's like about magic and sorcery and shit. But he still acts like a freaking Sentai character. He be hollering out his moves and all kinds of shit. So that was pretty amusing. What's the other one I'm watching? There's one that I'm really going to be sticking with this whole season, but I forgot the name of it. Oh, it's the second season of this one anime that came out like last year. It's about this guy who he was always getting rejected by girls. And then he got cursed at this shrine to where he would have to get with any girl who comes off as his soulmate. And so It's the second season of that. At the end of the first season, he had 1, 2, 3, 4 girlfriends. No, 5. 5 girlfriends. This season, I think he's adding another 5 more in season 2. But I think he's going to have like 100. Okay, never seen that move before. Never seen that move before. That's an interesting move, that move on the ropes. So you look forward to his Trillions game. Mana usually doesn't like to watch anime. She does like to watch Red Ranger. Yeah, Red Ranger, I'm watching that one in Sakamoto Days.
No celebrations yet. Fist drop. Man.
You know what? I would love to see you guys go to an anime convention and do like a video vlog about it. Don't they have anime conventions over there? So we have, how many do we have in California? I think we got like probably 2 of the largest anime conventions here in the United States, here in California. Anime in Los Angeles, and then I think SAC Anime is starting to get real big. Anime used to be big, but it's starting to go down. I know there's a big one in Texas. But man, during the 2010s, shoot, you had at least 11 or 10 conventions like every fucking weekend. Dang, Gorgeous Glory is just taking it to Zero Buster right now. It's power versus speed. Oh, Spine Buster.
This is just brute power. What a German suplex.
Oh, that kip up.
And this might not have a
Zero Buster's good. Hey, Sleep Tight, what you doing?
And she dodged that
Oh,
one
Sleep
nicely.
Tight's in here.
Double axe handle smash.
Oh, Gorgeous Glory just lariated. Zero Buster's getting her ass kicked right now. Uh-oh.
Stopped them in their
You
tracks.
woke up from a nap? Hey, you woke up from, yeah, you ain't get no sleep, man, if you just woke up from a nap.
Belly to belly.
She said, now he sucks.
Kicks to the face.
Oh.
Good grief. Turn your lights out. Practically never-ending blows. Coming at
Zero Buster's trying to wrestle her way back into this match. Oh, she triggered her rage. So now Zero Buster got a finisher stock. But will she use it? Yeah, she's trying to end this match right now. She's going for the Zero Plex. Zero's trying to go for the Zero Plex.
back to the ring. Oh my goodness, can you believe that? Leaping.
Oh,
And a superplex. It's all over but the counting.
there goes your back. 2.
She kicks out.
Gloria kicks out of the Zero Plex.
The building thought that was going to be the end of it.
I'm surprised Zero Buster had the strength to lift that big woman off the top rope.
Time to reload.
Nope, no, we don't got a table.
Ooh, she just
You know how much it costs to get a table at freaking Stockton Con, man? $200. 200. Oh, you got called into work? Yeah, you and Mana should go. I would love to see you guys do a vlog about it. Because it look like you guys always be having fun, going to random events and whatever.
Ooh, double axe handle.
Nah, shoot, Stockton Con been $200 since what? 2022? For an art table?
Only getting higher. Come on, gotta get back in the ring.
It's like last summer was horrible. We did so bad.
Right to the esophagus.
Oh,
Handspring into the senton. Nicely done. That's gotta be it. There's
2.
kick out.
Oh,
She's still
Gloria
alive.
kicks out.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Oh, Zero Buster, she's going for the Shining Wizard.
trying to debilitate the capability to stand.
I could probably still get a table if I contact Mike,
The springboard attack
but
fails to land.
I don't know what I would do. It's like I would go
Backhand
I would try to sell shit like Prince that I got her hella old. But if I do, I would probably do just price stuff to sell. Oh, that was a nice diving elbow drop. I don't know. I could probably talk to Lewis about it. But I don't know. I could probably talk to Allen.
She's showing it's not a time to lie down.
Oh.
It's a time to fight back. Cover. 2. Kick out.
Ooh.
She's still in this matchup.
Gorgeous Gloria just will not go away. Zero Buster Connie is throwing everything at her. Oh, she dodged that elbow into a hurricanrana.
It is uncanny how these women are still going.
Oh, she's going for the the high angle suplex
Second row.
to the BME.
Might be the best moonsault ever.
The best moonsault ever.
Gain the advantage here. She's taking
Zero Buster's going ham on Gloria right now.
Drop kick.
Springboard drop kicks.
Looking to apply an agonizing armbar stretch.
Yep, if Beth Phoenix had humongous boobs. Gorgeous Gloria would be pretty much like Beth Phoenix. I think she's taller than Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix was not a very tall woman. She was a very buff woman.
They're going to wear down their opponent. Oh, with the heel hook stretch.
Well, you're going to start the con this year? I don't know. I'll see if I can get that day off. I have to set it up in advance. See if I can get that whole weekend off, to be honest.
And now she delivers her back into the ring.
All right, Zero Buster, can she get 3 finisher stocks and do a super finisher? Uh-oh, Gorgeous Gloria might not let her. Oh, a lung blower. Oh, Zero Buster Connie is injured. She has that little icon, I believe her name. That means her torso is in the red. She got a broken back or some shit. I can't believe she kicked out. She kicked out of that lung blower.
Just take a look at
Yep, Welfare Queen was Awesome Kong.
They know there is no better place to be than right here, right now.
Oh man, it might be a wrap for Zero Buster. Uh-oh, Gorgeous Gloria. Oh, threw her on her face. That might be a wrap. 1, 2. Wow, Gorgeous Gloria gets the win. She did just literally face plant Zero Buster Akane into the mat.
They really put in some back-breaking work for this.
Gorgeous Gloria says, I have the biggest titties in Sexy Libre, and don't you forget it. Yep, Gorgeous Gloria won. You know, Zero Buster tried to get her way back into the match, but oh, she got the Randy Orton victory. It works, though. It works. Gorgeous Gloria with the win. She is now the titty queen of Sexy Libre. With the win over Zero Buster. Don't worry, Zero Buster go get her salty run back. The titty queen. Titty queen. Dude, if I was a millionaire, she got an ass on her chest. That's big titty. It's the same thing, man. Same thing. Dude, if I was a millionaire and I had tons of free time, the top con, I think the number one convention I would go to is Dragon Con in Atlanta. Because I know they have a whole hotel that is 21 and over with scantily clad cosplayers and people drinking booze. They had like this major parade. It's like a major event during that weekend. So I would love to go to Dragon Con. Dragon Con in Atlanta, Georgia. Yep, I don't have that many wrestlers. I believe I went through all my wrestlers tonight. Pretty much. I should have live streamed 2K23. But I chose this game to shit on it. I wanted to shit on this game tonight. I wanted to shit on it so bad. Shit on this game. Can Mari Shibata beat Charlotte Flair? I don't know. I don't know if Mai could do it. Charlotte Flair is a bitch to wrestle against in this game on legendary difficulty. She does not sell. She does not sell any bumps.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring.
It was like I spent
Tokyo, Japan.
most of the 2010s, like a whole decade, like going to cons and selling at conventions. It was fun. It was a good experience. Showed me the realities of running a private business, out there hustling, trying to make money, selling artwork, dealing with the bullshit in the art community and the drama at conventions. Realizing that half of the anime fan base got mental issues. Now, if I was in like my late teens, early 20s, I think I would have loved it a lot more. But since I started going to cons like in my mid to late 30s, I just felt like the old man at the club. It was like the people my age were running the cons behind the scenes. They weren't the actual attendees. The people my age were running events. And then mostly anime cons, mostly like kids, young adults. You don't see a lot of families. What kind of drama I seen? I don't know. There's drama that happens when you're just around a bunch of people who are socially awkward. Yeah, the whole cosplay does not equal consent movement in the early 2010s, where it was a bunch like you just had like girls dressed up in sexy cosplay, and then when guys stepped up to them and be like, hey girl, how you doing? Then the girls just didn't know how to deal with it. They'd be like, oh, you acting creepy, and then we're like, oh, you need to ask for my permission in order if you want to take a picture of me. So they had all this bullshit going on. They had a few bad things that triggered it. Some girls were being, harassed. A few guys had grabbing hands, which that happens even when women don't even dress in cosplay. But I know, like my generations and the generation before, if you even stepped up to a woman wrong or touched her, the first thing she would do is tell you to stop. You hand her again, she would try to slap the shit out of you. Or she would, and then if she's around dudes, or if a dude's around, they'll come to her rescue. But nah, girls these days, if you look at them sideways, they try to cancel you on social media. They'll call you a creeper, or say you're cringe, or some other bullshit like that.
Charlotte Flair proudly pulls the strings as the puppet master.
Like I remember when I was a kid, I was wondering what the world would look like if the freaks and geeks took over. It's like I lived long enough to see it, and it's even more pathetic than when all the bullies and the alphas owned it. Because now you have like a bunch of freak and geeks being bullies, and all they do is they want to guilt trip you, talk shit about you, and try to cancel you on social media. Oh man, that's what they do. They use psychological warfare to shame you, and it works. It worked for over a decade now. It works. I know her brother's friend was watching nearby. Actually, YouTube does do a con It's not called a con. It's called, what is it called? It's like an awards, like YouTube awards. I know they have a streamers award, but I think YouTube has an award. So I know they have TwitchCon, but YouTube used to have like an awards thing that was sort of like a convention where they'll have all the top YouTubers and stuff. They'll give awards and other shit. I don't know if they still do it, but I know during the like early 2010s it was a thing.
We all know Charlotte has all the tools to any match she competes in, but Corey, can you think of any specific strategy for her tonight?
Come on, Ma, you can't lose to Charlotte Flair. You can't lose to a WWE superstar on your home turf. Don't let Charlotte come in a sexy Libra and beat you. Don't lose to Charlotte. But Charlotte cheats, man. This is the most cheating wrestler in this game.
Snap suplex. Taking this one back to the ring now.
Charlotte no-sells everything, and then she taunts you. Just like in real life.
That is her presence.
Oh, YouTube Rewind.
Illegal in many sports, but that was used effectively.
Yeah, it was beginning of the end.
Targeting the ankle, and now you have to protect that leg from further harm. You can't finish a match.
I would say the pinnacle of YouTube, in my opinion, was like from 2000, probably from 2008 to probably 2013.
And she finds an answer to Charlotte.
That was like the pinnacle of YouTube.
Right to the gut.
2K25. It's coming out in March. We just don't know what day in March. Because they've been coming out in March like every year since 2K22. Oh, my Shibata, she got a health lead on Charlotte. But Charlotte's in the orange, so you know what that means. The computers be ultra cheap. Gonna reverse everything. Right now she is just going after Mai's legs. Come on, Mai. Don't let Charlotte get back in this match. Gotta stay on her.
Fujiwara armbar.
That Fujiwara armbar.
Trying to fight with a hurt arm is no easy task.
Oh, double knees.
Oh my God.
Moonsaults. Charlotte's already in the red. Charlotte is taking a beating.
Stretch in. Punishing stretch.
Focusing on the shoulder
Uh-oh.
can be felt all the way to your
Mai triggered her rage. So she got to finish her.
So take things into the ring.
Oh, good reversal. Could this be a squash on Charlotte? I don't know. I've seen some crazy comebacks in this game. I've seen some crazy comebacks.
She breaks free before a 1 count. Not a very effective pin attempt.
It's like the female superstars, they do have a damage bump, which is crazy.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a
I don't know if it's Tony Schiavone or Wade Barrett. Because I know they have Wade Barrett doing the announcing. I know they have, what's that dude's name? The one dude has been doing it for years now. And then they have, what's his name, that other guy. He used to be a wrestler on NXT. I forgot his name. I heard he might be going back to wrestling. And then they might also have that black dude who gets made fun of a lot. Oh, got her with the kick. It's going to take more than that to take out Charlotte, though. Yep, I knew Charlotte was going to kick out. She clocked her with that kick. Woo-hoo! Ooh, that kick came out hella fast. Dang, that kick only put her head in the yellow. That's not a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Charlotte doing her signature. Oh, that was a finisher. Dude. Oh, Mai kicks out. This match can go either way at this point. They both got the same amount of health damage.
Charlotte will have to go back to the drawing board and try and get things back where she wants them. Her energy is fading.
Oh my, you can't lose on your home turf. There you go. Give her them hands.
The last one will. And there's more
Oh, she dodged the kick. Dodged the Kinshasa. Damn it, Charlotte's cheating already. Reversing all the finishers. Oh, she got her stunned. Oh, give her some more hands. Yeah, Michael Cole. Yeah, Michael Cole. Hit her. Hit her. Oh, no. Oh, Charlotte got another finisher. This could be a wrap. Oh, no. Oh, tossed her on her face. Both wrestlers are down. Charlotte with the tired finisher. 1, 2. Oh, she kicked out. My, kicked out.
We have reached a whole other level here. Charlotte now has to
Does she get 2 knees in the back? Oh, Maya's injured. Oh, she gets speared. Charlotte's going for the big dig, Charlotte. 2. It's a wrap, damn. Charlotte is so cheap. Charlotte gets the win on Sexy Libre. She took down Professed Queen of the WWE, folks. Charlotte Flair, the daughter of the Nature Boy, wins the match. Damn you, Charlotte. Damn you all the hell. Can Charlotte win the gauntlet, though? Can Charlotte win Sexy Libre's own Soul Professed Queen? I shall have Charlotte go up against the captain, Donna B. We're going to have 2 bitches go at it. Ooh. Who's going to win this match? Who is going to win? This is the main event of the night. I want my girl Donna B to win it. She has to get revenge for her Sexy Libre compatriot.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
She has to take down Charlotte, the self-professed Broody Queen.
Jacksonville, Florida, the captain, the Punisher B.
Big time match on tap. When the competition level is this high, you can bet it will be memorable.
Donna B, you have to win this match. You have to restore Sexy Libre's honor. You can't let WWE come in here and beat us. Oh, you talking about Baldur's Gate?
So you need to have the
Sometimes
match
I don't know when you're on the line. I don't know, you're pretty good. Usually when I'm streaming, you do catch my streams. But I would have to like count on a good day. Tonight was a pretty good night. I was able to stream for 1 hour and 15 minutes without the stream dying. So we could probably try tomorrow night, probably around the same time if you're up or if you don't have work, to do some Baldur's Gate. Well, I'm talking to Meek. About playing some Baldur's Gate. Why, you want to join our game and get us all killed? Ooh, Meek, if I got sleep tight with this in Baldur's Gate, he gonna get us all killed, man. He gonna get us all killed. It's not awesome. We gonna die.
Majestic elegance. A fearless defender of her crown. She says everyone will bow down to her.
There's no question Charlotte is WWE royalty, but Charlotte
The only
often
problem is
lacks
he's gonna have to have the
compassion
same mods. I don't know, were we playing in my game or your game? I forget who we were playing last. I don't know if we were playing in your game or my game.
Flair says she's proud to be a queen, and she should be celebrated.
Well, Flair will also embarrass and humiliate those.
Oh my God, a man of joins, because we know, please, for the love of God, you make all the decisions for us, Meek. Please, you make all the decisions, man. Because if you let Mana call it, oh, we know we're in for a rough ride. And I know if I let Shikari do all the decisions, we gonna be in for a rough ride too.
She always finds a way to handle her business.
And she shows why she's the most ruthless and dominant woman in sports entertainment history.
Charlotte was like, I'm coming to Sexy Libre to beat all you bitches. Charlotte could too. Yeah, this wrestler Charlotte is OP. Not as OP as freaking Bianca Belair and fucking like Becky Lynch in last year's game. Like, oh my God. Becky Lynch in last year's game was a 96 rated wrestler. Oh my God. That shit. Any match with her on Legendary, they're going to take you like 15 to 30 minutes.
She certainly has the look of someone that's tired of being taken lightly, angry at the disrespect.
Becky Lynch, hella
she'll be looking to take out all that anger throughout the course of this match. Well, she has to stand toe-to-toe with...
All right, ladies. All right, Don, if you know anything from last match with my Spada, it's not how you start the match, it's how you finish.
The audacity, just going all out with every blow.
That was one of those power bombs that
Dude, with the mods that like we got, the game is pretty easy. It's like I think I got this dancer like subclass mod, so I can just melee slap people when they die. And then I think when me and Sleep Tight were playing, I had this what mod did I have? No, I had like that armor, and it was like, and I'm just sniping people from long range and killing everything in our playthrough. No, not that ugly fish thing. Not the something fishy character. No. Not that monster.
Denied with an elbow.
Charlotte showing she's not out of it.
Charlotte still has more to do to get this fully in her favor.
Oh my God, don't let Charlotte get started.
Oh, nice balance.
Into a double knee drop. Carefully placed stomp to the arm. She shoots up the top rope.
Dangerous thinking.
She has her target weighed and measured.
Up high.
Charlotte's going. Oh, she got caught in midair.
Oh, got caught.
He said followers of bowl need love too. What, they be smoking bowls? They a bunch of potheads?
She probably knew that cover wouldn't do it. With the counter.
Oh my God, Charlotte again with these dragon sleepers. Trying to put Captain Donna B to sleep. A whole different approach from wrestling against Mai Shibata.
A little sizzle before the steak.
A little sizzle before the steak. What kind of line is that? Oh, a lot of reversals in this match. Oh, the spear. Charlotte with the spear again, trying to end this match early. Donna kicks out, kips ups. False Charlotte gets the whoops. Oh, Charlotte dodged the side slam. Oh, just snapping Donna B all up in her titties. Oh, another kip up. Oh, nice belly to belly. Oh, both wrestlers kipping up. Uh-oh, Donna B is pissed. She dropping them hands now. Donna B is pissed. She's like, oh, hell no. Oh, the disrespect. The disrespect. She is just kicking Charlotte in the side of her head. Oh, no, Charlotte said, oh, it's over. Oh.
Natural selection. Did Charlotte just end this? Makes the cover.
Two. Donna kicks out. Both these wrestlers are disrespectful. Uh-oh, Charlotte's going top rope. She's going for the moonsault. Body splash. Oh, caught again from the body splash. Body slams. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is Donna? Oh, Donna with the butt slap.
Reaching out for that burst of energy.
Oh, she's going for the curb stomp. Oh, that move the bitch, please. Bitch, please. Two. Oh, Charlotte kicks out. I don't know. I didn't watch enough wrestling to have like a favorite commentator. If I do have to pick, it would be Jerry the King Lawler, just because he was hilarious.
And hope your next big move is the last one.
Ew. I actually got to meet Jerry the King Lawler in real life. It was like the weekend after Roddy Piper died. And Roddy Piper, he was supposed to, him and Jerry the King Lawler were guests at Stockton Con, I think back in 2014? And Roddy Piper died the week leading up to that weekend, but Jerry the King Lawler showed up. Oh, the puppies. Gotta love the puppies, man. I'm a fan of puppies, so that's why I resonate with Jerry the King Lawler. He and I both had a love of puppies. Oh, Charlotte trying to choke Donna B out outside the ring. Donna B is like, bitch, you ain't choking me. Dang, Charlotte's just out wrestling Donna B right now. Donna B is getting out wrestled. Uh-oh, will this match end in a count out? Will this match end in a count out? Charlotte Flair is out here styling and profiling. Get in the ring. Donna, it's a 10-second cut. Donna just gave up, y'all. She just gave up. She didn't run back in the ring when she had the chance to. Charlotte Flair has just beaten two of the best wrestlers on Sexy Libre back to back. Donna just gave up. She was like, you know what? I'm out. Man, Charlotte Flair. That's why I keep telling people. I tell people like the end game female wrestlers are OP. It's like even if you put like hella high rated created wrestlers against them, the end game wrestlers will still beat them. You're going to go watch some anime and play some games, sleep tight, and you're gonna play with some rocks. What the heck is Boulder? You mean Boulder, not Boulder. He said, I want some Boulder. Want me to hop on a big ass rock? The hell? Gotta get your spelling right, man. That was my rant. Some of you guys wasn't here earlier for my rant where I was just shitting on this game. And then I did some live stream of some matches. But thank you guys for sticking around, hanging out with me, watching my scantily clad female wrestlers beat the shit out of each other. But now it is 1:30 a.m. in the morning. I know Meek is probably like 4 a.m., 2, 3 a.m. where he's at. But I think I'm going to make myself some tea. I don't know. I don't know if I should play some Final Fantasy VII Remake. I might be back and do a stream of that before I force myself to go to bed. Because I did get a copy of Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, which is like $100 game on eBay now. Like an $80 to $100 game, like the PS5 version of Remake that came with the DLC code to get that Yuffie Intergrade content. So we had it at my store, and I decided to buy it because it was only like $44 after all my discounts. So it's like I got Final Fantasy VII Remake, I got Rebirth, so I can finally play those games back to back on the PS5. I started a little bit last night after the game took forever to freaking download all its patches and shit. Game is fucking beautiful on the PS5, I will say that. But it was beautiful on the PS4 as well. The PS4 version looked almost just as good. PS5 do have better frame rate, some little snazzier effects, a little bit crispier than the PS4 version. But you know what? I need to play some JRPGs. I do. It's like I play them, but I never finish them. So I think I'm going to start playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and then play Rebirth. Beat those games because, to be honest, I never beat the original Final Fantasy VII. I think I got to the third disc of Final Fantasy VII, but never beat it. I think I got near the end. No, I didn't even get nowhere near the end in Final Fantasy X. I think I got a third of the way at FF10 before I stopped playing that. The following Final Fantasy games I beat were Final Fantasy 2, which was 4 when it got released here, and Final Fantasy 8. Only Final Fantasy games I beat. So I might start tonight after I make myself some tea. Nope, I never beat 7. Never beat 7. I got to the third disc of 7 on the PS1, but never beat it. Never beat 10. It's funny because I could actually stream Final Fantasy 10, 10 2 because I got the remasters for the PS4. Ooh, Lulu, man, I had such a fucking. I was gooning on Lulu when Final Fantasy X came out. Had the goth girl with her dress made of belts with the huge ass boobies. They even gave her jiggle physics. I had a Lulu statue that I gave to a female friend of mine. I was such a Lulu fanboy when Final Fantasy X dropped. But I never beat the game. Never beat Final Fantasy X. It's like I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 3, which is 6 here. Let's see. Didn't even try to play 15. Didn't even buy 15. I played a little bit of 14, the MMORPG on the PS3, and that made me hate MMORPGs because everybody was so hardcore. It's like if you didn't play the role of your character or class, people would like leave you stranded in dungeons. They'd be like, "Oh, we need you to do this, this, and this." I don't know what I'm doing. They don't say nothing else. They just leave you. They just leave the dungeon. They leave you in there by yourself. It's like, what the fuck? They all bailed on me. It's like, really? Yeah, the community was a bunch of elitist, toxic assholes in Final Fantasy 14. But yeah, I think that'll be the game I'll be playing this late winter, early spring. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. If I do get 2K25, I'll probably do some live streams of that. That'll be coming out in a few months. Dang, what games are coming out? I'm mad that my pre-order of Guilty Gear Strive for the Switch didn't come in yet. That was released today. I might try to find it at another store and just get rid of my pre-order. I'll probably call the other GameStops in the area to see if they have it and just pick it up from them. What do you say? Every time Mana's brother brings up Riku from Kingdom Hearts, I agree. with him and confuse him with Ricky from FF10. Okay, I'm confused because Riku was her name in FF10. I don't know who's Ricky is. Who's Ricky? Ricky, her name was actually Riku in Final Fantasy X. It wasn't Ricky. Like that's not supposed. You're right, Jake. Riku's a cute girl. Yeah, see, you got Riku. Oh, autocorrect. It was weird. It was like the Riku, like when you play FF10 or FF10 2, like Riku CG, like animated character, like computer generated graphics, look different than the end game model. Like the CG version of her looked like a tan skinned Japanese girl, yet the end game version of her looked like a white chick with green eyes. It was like a difference between what the character designer and the actual like CG designer. Oh, he's about to name Riku, Riki. Yeah, there's also 10-2 on that disc. I remember when 10-2 had that music video CG entrance that made everybody lose their shit when it came out. But Square Enix were doing all those really cool CG animated cutscenes. It's funny because now we got games that look like those CG animated cutscenes. Because that's what the Final Fantasy remake games look like on the PS5, like those cutscenes. Just pretty damn pretty. All I know is when I play JRPGs on this channel, not many people watch them. They're either here for my wrestling live streams, my video games, my rants, my Daryl Live Extreme Beach Volleyball rants. You know what? I haven't tried playing Extreme Beach Volleyball on the PS5 yet. I'm sure it's not going to look any different, but I'll give it a shot one of these days. So that's the one who did the English version of that intro song from 10-2. The I can't hear you. I think what's funny now is like remember Hikaru Utada who did the theme song for the first Kingdom Heart game. Her ass is in her like late 30s now, man. I remember it's like I think she debuted it like in her teens. I think back in 2002 she was like 16 years old. But yeah, Hikaru Utada still does performances. Her voice is a lot more mature now that she's an older woman. Dude, I used to love Hikaru Utada during the early 2000s. I think I like downloaded like and got burns of like so many of her CDs. I think I only bought one legit CD, and that was like her, I think her last US release. I forgot the title of that CD. I don't even know what I did with all my musical CDs. But the music on that freaking album was all over the place. She'll have a techno track, she'll have an R&B track, she'll have a rock track, she'll have some kind of what kind of music? What they call like EMD track? she, she had man, her music was all over the place. Oh, she's 42. Damn, I didn't know she was that old. Sounds about right though. Yeah, Hikaru Tada, man. It's funny. Before she started doing J-pop, she was actually trying to be. It's like she was actually under like an American label. They were grooming her to do like R&B and stuff, but it never worked out because I heard some of her like pre J-pop stuff. She was doing like a lot of R&B. I think what her thing was, she was just a teenager. She was cute, but she wasn't sexy, and so it was hard to market her as a performer. As a singer, she was very talented, but as a performer, and her look didn't appeal to people in the United States. That's why they couldn't give her over here. But in Japan, she blew up. Yep, automatic. Yep, got that song. It's automatic. Yep. That's why her early like J-pop stuff was very R&B inspired, J-poppy, but J-pop R&B like her early stuff was a lot of it. But I think what made her really known in the States is, like I said, that Kingdom Hearts. No, no, no. It wasn't Kingdom Hearts. What song was it? Oh, that was this one. What was it called? It was a slow song. It was a slow song. There was a Japanese and American version of the song, an English version. Oh, what was the name of it? It's called "You Are Always Gonna Be My Heart" or one something like that. That song made her blew up, but I think that was after the Kingdom Hearts though. I think that dropped after Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I think that one dropped after the Kingdom Hearts intro. But yeah, that one slow jam she did, like a love song, blew up here in the anime community. Well, that's how I heard the song when I was like into the anime viewing community here. And then it actually got radio play here in the States. I think she actually had a MTV Unplugged. Oh, the other song that made her blow up was in Japan was her rendition of "Fly Me to the Moon" that was played during the ending of the Evangelion movie. That also made her blow up. Yeah, she was like the queen of J-pop. It was like I think what it was. I think Nama Amuro she left the scene, and then kind of Hikaru filled that void. She was big for maybe about. I think she had at least. I think Hikaru had at least maybe a 3 or 4 year reign as the queen of like J-pop R&B in Japan. And then they tried to cross her over to America, and then she did some performances here and there. She had some concerts, but she never blew up. Blew up. She never blew up. Blew up. I know she did sign under an American label, but I think the problem was is they gave her too much creative freedom, so some of her albums just lacked. She was getting to that age where she was doing a lot of singing, well, a lot of songwriting. So then she started doing her own songwriting and producing her own albums. And the music, it was like you'll have like 3 or 4 good tracks, and the rest of the tracks were like, okay, what the fuck am I listening to? I know because I had like her last two Japanese albums from the early 2000s, Ultra Blue and this other one. And then I had her American CD, which was weird. Yeah, she is an American. She was born in America. Yeah, Cara was born in the States. Like I said, she was recruited here like early on to do like R&B here, like R&B music, but she didn't, she didn't have the look, and she was still too young. She was still too raw. Talented, but very raw. But in Japan, you just got to be cute and sing very well, and you can have a J-pop career. And she did that. You know, she's cute by Japanese standards. Hikaru, she was cute. She was adorable. Yeah, 2K24 gameplay wise is solid, but 2K23 gameplay wise was just as good. At least you could play 2K23 online. 2K24, yeah, you can't play online in this game. And I also hated the fact that 2K, every time they add stuff, they would take stuff out the game. You couldn't use Titantron videos and fucking victory motions. They took that out. They took out certain attires that got taken out the game. So you would only know this if you like creating wrestlers and shit. If you didn't, you wouldn't know they took anything out the game. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna make myself some tea. I might come back, maybe do another hour live stream of Final Fantasy VII Remake. If not, I'm just gonna drink my tea. Probably be like sleep tight, watch some anime, and get some sleep. Oh, they took out Kane's gear. That sucks. But yeah, for those of you guys who stopped by, thanks for stopping by. GTA God, Meek Ghost, Sleep Tight, other people that stopped by in the lobby, thanks for stopping by. For those of you guys who watch later, thanks for watching as well. You guys stay safe. God bless.